There's nothing on the agenda.
Missing Ward 1. Oh, there he is.
When? For this one? Oh, this one. I thought it was a pass.
No,
He
it's
told me
right
that once before.
Oh,
my
okay, yeah.
No, that's got. She didn't send you.
That's right.
Nope.
Let's get this. Well, Ray would make it 40. We said 27. I hope he didn't hear that.
I know yours.
I got a 30-minute tour of Ward 1 today. I didn't think there was that much to see.
He takes a good.
727, Solomon.
Coming out of the sky.
727, Solomon.
Greetings.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call the February 18th, 2019 Crest City Council meeting to order. If everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag and remain standing after the pledge. We as the city of Crest Hill certainly want to offer our condolences to the city of Aurora on what took place last Friday afternoon. You know, unfortunately, about every month we watch on television attacks in workplaces and schools and everywhere else throughout our nation, and you kind of get a little numb to it and a little laxed. But this one happened very close to home. So just shows you how vulnerable all of us are in the world that we live in today. So we certainly want to offer our condolences to all the victims of the tragedy that took place last Friday afternoon in Aurora. We certainly want to offer our prayers for the families, for their grief period and their healing process. And we certainly want to offer our prayers for the police officers from Aurora who were injured during the attack. We want to offer our prayers for a quick healing, both physically and emotionally, from their traumas and their wounds. So we pray for their quick recovery and their return to work. And then we also pray for all the first responders, all the municipalities, all the agencies, everybody that helped out that afternoon for what they did during some tense periods that was played out on television. So we pray for all the first responders to keep them safe, from all the municipalities, the firemen, the policemen, the nurses, the doctors, especially the police officers from the city of Crest Hill. We pray that they have a safe shift and return home to their families. So I'd ask for a moment of silence for all those that lost their lives last Friday in Aurora. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Ray Solomon.
Here.
Glenn Conklin.
Present.
Scott Dyke.
Here.
John Verche. Barbara Scolaire.
Here.
Claudia Gazal.
Here.
Tina Oberlin.
Present.
Marco Pietro.
Here.
Nate Albert.
Here.
Tom Inman.
Here.
Okay, you have before you the minutes of the February 4th City Council meeting. Motion would be in order.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Scolaire, seconded by Alderman Pietro for the minutes of the February 4th City Council meeting. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scolaire.
Yes.
Marco Pietro.
Yes.
Motion carries.
You also have before you the corrected minutes from the work session held on February 11th, 2019. Motion would be in order.
So move, Mayor.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderwoman Gazal for the corrected minutes of the February 11th work session. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scolaire.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Marco Pietro.
Abstain.
Tom Inman.
Abstain.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, we do not have a business promotion this evening. We'll continue with our agenda. Our city administrator, Heather McGuire. Good evening, Heather.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have 4 agenda items for your consideration this evening. All 4 were discussed at the February 11th work session. The first is an ordinance authorizing the sale of real property commonly known as 1919 Forest Street in the city of Crest Hill. Just to give the public some information on this, this will be published, if approved by council tonight, for 3 consecutive weeks in the newspaper. The requirements of bidding on the property, if anybody wishes to purchase this, are that you commence construction in the 2019 calendar year with completion by August 2020 unless further extension is granted by council on a case-by-case basis. Any bids require a 10% deposit to be included with the bid. All unsuccessful bidders will be returned their deposit, and we will be holding those open until 12 o'clock on March 26th, and then the bids will be open at the April 1st council meeting. So I would be seeking approval on that this evening.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderwoman Overland. Questions or comments in regards to an ordinance authorizing the sale of real property commonly known as 1919 Core Street in the city of Crest Hill? Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Marco Colipietro.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Motion carries. Ordinance number is 1800.
Thank you. We will begin publication of that and look forward to opening those bids and selling that property. The second item I have for consideration is a resolution authorizing execution of a professional design services proposal with Christopher Burke Engineering for landscape design services for the new Public Works facility. That is at the cost of $3,500.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderman Gazal, for resolution authorizing execution of a professional design service proposal with Christopher Burke Engineering. This was discussed last Monday night at the work session on February 11th also. Questions or comments?
Heather, I'm presuming we're gonna have a cleaned up, in.
We're at the Christopher Burke one
I must
first,
not
but
get
that will be correct. That will be printed out on the Hutter Trankina one.
Can I just ask why we didn't choose a true landscape company versus Christopher Burke?
Working with companies that we work with the civil engineering, this is common services that they provide, and with the relationship we already have established with Burke and them doing some of the design work on Space Code, they're already familiar with the project, so it made sense to go with them on this bid.
Roll call?
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Marco Colipietro.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman. Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution number is 1022.
Thank you. And the next item I have is a resolution authorizing execution of a professional engineering services proposal with Hutter Trankina Engineering PC. And this is for the structural engineering component of the new Public Works facility. And this would be at a cost of $3,400. And the marked up copy, yes, will be cleaned up for final, for the final copy.
So moved as presented.
Second.
Motion by Alderwoman Oberlin, seconded by Alderman Dyke, for a resolution authorizing execution of a professional engineering service proposal with Hutter Trankina Engineering PC, and this was discussed last Monday night, also February 11th. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Marco Colipietro.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 1023.
Thank you. And the final item I have for consideration this evening is approval to move to the next candidate on our civil service list to hire a Public Works laborer to replace our current vacancy.
So moved, Mayor.
Second.
We have motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderwoman Scler, for the hiring of, approval to hire a new Public Works laborer. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Marco Colipietro.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. That completes my agenda items for this evening. The informational report is in your packet. For the public's information, we will be holding a work session next Monday, February 25th. Current topics include non-conforming uses regarding garage apartments, as well as a Public Works building update with additional topics still being finalized. I'd be happy to answer any questions this evening.
Questions of City Administrator? Okay, thanks, Heather. Moving on, Community Development Department, Scott McMaster's absent tonight. There's no information in the packet. He will be back tomorrow if you have any questions or comments. Public Works Department, missed that one. We have our Director of Public Works here, Tom Meggets.
Good evening, Mayor
A
and
little out of
Council.
order.
Nothing to report from Public Works this evening, although we're happy to answer questions if you may have some.
Questions of Public Works?
I'm about done with that snow, I'm sure you are too.
29 days till spring
Oh
then.
my gosh.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Police Department, our Police Chief Ed Clark's here this evening. Good evening, Ed.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I do not have anything on the agenda this evening. However, there are packets or information in your packet if you have any questions on me. I also want to talk about the polar plunge that's coming up again this year. We have two events we're going to participate in. It was a little easier for us because we have different shifts with the 12-hour shift, so it was easier for them to participate. First one's going to be at Loon Lake in Yorkville at Silver Springs State Park. That's on March 3rd. And starts at 1 o'clock, it ends at 4. And then the second one will be March 9th. It is at Leisure Lakes in Joliet. We're going to have two separate teams, same team, but two separate groups of people that are going to be plunging. So it's another great event. You can go online and go to soil.org to donate. You find our team, which is the Crest Hill Cool Crew, and you click on that and you can make a donation.
Can you send us an email?
Pardon me?
Can you send us an email with the information?
I sure can.
Thank you.
What
Absolutely.
time was the Leisure Lakes one?
The Leisure Lakes one is noon, starts at noon.
And did you say soil.org?
Special Olympics
Special
Illinois.
Olympics of Illinois.
Oh,
It comes
okay.
out to soil. Yeah, SOIL I should have said probably, but yeah.
Aqua.
That's
would
all I
be more
have,
appropriate.
yeah, that's all I have this
Just saying.
evening. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit.
Well, it says polar.
Questions of Police Chief? Okay, thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Mayor's report, I do not have anything on the agenda, just two informational items. We had their graduation last Wednesday at Richland Grade School for the fourth graders, and we will be having their graduation at Cheney Manji next Wednesday for fifth graders. So Officer Outlaw does a fantastic job with the young boys and girls from both Richland and Cheney School. She's been doing it for many years, but she does a fantastic job, and the kids really take a liking to her. So we had a great group of parents that were there last Wednesday night at Richland also, and it's good to see the great support from the parents and the grandparents and the younger and older siblings of all the students at Richland. Also, I'm sick and tired of the snow also. I think just about everybody's sick and tired of the snow and the cold. But we do have another storm coming, I believe, Wednesday night. So just kudos to Public Works. I know it's been taxing. These last 6 weeks have been very challenging for Public Works, but they have done a fantastic job. I will tell you that I do get a lot of compliments from the residents over the last 6 weeks in regards to the snow plowing. But baseball is just right around the corner. Today was the first official day of spring training, so go White Sox, and hopefully we're going to have some nice warm weather here real soon. That's it for the mayor. If there's any questions, I'll certainly try to answer. Hearing none, we will go on to the city clerk's report. Our city clerk, Vicki Hackney. Good evening, Vic.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have nothing on the agenda this evening. Any questions of the clerk's office, I'd be more than happy to answer.
Questions of city clerk? Thanks, Vic.
Thank you, Ray.
Treasurer's report. Our treasurer, Glenn Conklin. Good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I've got one item to report, that's our regular and overtime payroll from January 21, 19 through February 3rd of 19 in the amount of $223,882.65. One action item, I request your approval on a list of bills in the amount of $327,900. Let me start that all over. $327,947.52.
So moved as presented. Second.
Motion by Alderman Oberlin, seconded by Alderwoman Sclair. Questions or comments in regards to the list of bills? Roll call, please.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Marco Coli-Petro.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you all. If you have any questions, I'll entertain them, and go Cubs. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, Len. Unfinished business, we have nothing on the agenda. Anybody? New business, we have nothing under new business. Anybody? Committee liaison reports, anyone? Mayor will have one for the Cresthill Veterans and Police Memorial Committee. We will be having a meeting on Tuesday, March 5th at 1 o'clock here in the council chambers for anyone that would like to volunteer their time to help out with this year's Memorial Day program, which will be held on Monday, May 27th, 2019 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which will be outside in the Memorial Garden. So anybody that would like to attend the meeting on the March 5th is certainly more than welcome. Again, it's strictly on a volunteer basis. Anybody else for committee or liaisons? City council comments. Positive city council comments, anything you'd like to share with your constituents? We'll begin with Ward 4 tonight, Alderman Inman.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have one. I want to re-congratulate Public Works on the great job that they've done. Not just in this last storm, but throughout the winter. This has really been a very, very testing season, to say the least. Great job, and pass that on if you will.
I will, thank you.
Alderman Albert?
And Mayor, just one announcement I'd like to mention is the Richland Courtyard Committee is having a fundraiser next Tuesday at Pops in Romeoville, right on Weber Road. It's not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, February 26th, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. All you have to do is mention Richland. You don't even have to have a flyer, and a portion of the proceeds get donated back to the school for that Courtyard Committee.
Great.
Thanks.
Ward 3, Alderman Cola DiPietro.
Nothing this evening?
Alderwoman Oberlin.
Nothing this evening?
Ward 2, Alderwoman Gazal.
I just want to echo what you said. My daughter graduated as well from there, and I was there. It was an amazing event. And please tell Heidi, I never seen an officer that cries in the event like that, because she was so proud of her kids, as she calls them. It was an amazing event. So heads up to her.
Alderwoman Sclair.
Well, I just want to remind everybody about pushing your snow out to the street. I've seen a few people doing that, and please don't make it any more difficult for the Public Works crew than it has to be. And then also, congratulations to all those that graduated from the DARE. Great job.
Ward 1, Alderman Dyke.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
Public comment. If anyone would like to address city council, need to step to the podium, state your name for the record. Your address is optional. Let the record show that no one has approached the podium. To our city administrator, Heather, is there a need for an executive session?
No, there's not, Mayor.
Motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderman Albert. For an adjournment, questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Barbara Scolaire?
Yes.
Claudia Gazal?
Yes.
Tina Oberlin?
Yes.
Marco Colapetro?
Yes.
Tom Inman?
Yes.
Scott Dyke?
Yes.
Nate Albert?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, meeting is adjourned at 7:18 p.m. Thank you and good evening.